Welcome to Bill's Breaks, Wild Bill's Breaks. Got two boxes of 1990 Score. That's right, we're going back in time. 1990 Score, set I'd really never, I don't know if I've ever ripped a pack of this before. I've got two boxes here. They were on eBay for a deal. I figured why not. Got some of your Frank Thomas rookies in there. You got the Bo Jackson baseball football card, which is the chase card for this set, where Bo appears with the bat behind his back and wearing the shoulder pads and whatnot. So yeah, let's get to ripping. We'll start with Gregg Jefferies here, and quite a lot of packs here. So let's see how many Bows I can get. The Bo card is funny. It just has that picture on the back. It says Bo in giant letters. What else do you need to say there? Wade Boggs. And Score. You gotta love Score. They give you these little holograph things. I feel like each... there's a Chuck Knobloch first round pick. I feel like each Junk Wax, or just each brand in general, back in the Junk Wax era, had their little gimmick that they tossed in with the pack. And Score had the little hologram or holographic cards. Topps, of course, had the gum. Donruss, there's Barry Bonds. Donruss had the puzzle pieces. Fleer had the stickers. Upper Deck even got in on it late in that. And there's a Kirby Puckett, nice. I believe that's the Dream Team. Might be the first year they did that little subset. Even Upper Deck had the little holograms. They were just the reflective team logos. There's John Smoltz. So each company tried to sweeten the deal. Not really anything like that going on these days that I can think of. Maybe the ornaments in Topps Holiday. Wally Blackman, Kevin Bass. I don't know who Greg Gore is. Ricky Henderson. And there's just a endless amount of cards in these boxes. How many were we looking at? 16 player cards. It doesn't tell you how many packs per box, but my lord, I don't see how you couldn't get the complete set within two boxes, if that's what you're going for. There's a Ricky Henderson sliding action shot. Todd Zeile. I call them the Junk Wax era. These aren't really wax. These are, you know, more of like a plastic. Whereas Topps definitely had the wax. I know Donruss did. Darryl Strawberry, Eric Davis. I believe they are. I want to say that they knew each other. They're friends. I'm thinking Doc Gooden and Darryl Strawberry. I don't know. I'm rambling. Andres Galarraga, Jim Abbott, one-handed pitcher. You see he's got the glove on his arm, which was missing the hand. I want to say, did he throw a no-hitter? There's Roger Clemens. Barry Larkin. Dream Team. Let's get another shot of that. Again, we're looking for the Bo Jackson. Not sure what the graded versions of those can go for, but what's up on trading card database? We're looking at $6 raw for that. The 89 World Series. Okay, Oakland A's won that series. Repeat to the World Series the next year and lost against the Reds in a huge upset sweep. No one thought the Reds could pull it off, but they did in the Bash Brothers and company within just 4 games. Todd Benziger, he was part of that team. Eddie Murray. I think I'm just going to do one box. Hey, there's Deion Sanders, rookie. one of the ones I was looking for. I'm just going to do one box on this. Save the other for another time. Because, yeah, this is just an insane amount of cards just for one box. Back in the 80s, 90s, they actually hooked you up. Not that I'm, you know, not liking where the hobby has gone since. You know, prices still could be cheaper. You could get more cards. You just got so many back then. I'm thinking there's at least 36 packs in there. Bip Roberts, former Red. There's Robin Ventura, of course, famously known for tangling with Nolan Ryan when he got hit by a pitch and just losing terribly. Nolan Ryan with the blood on his slip and jersey, just continued pitching. I just don't know what Ventura was thinking when he charged the mound the way he did. He had his head down. So, of course, you know, immediately gets put in a headlock. Watch the YouTube clip if you haven't seen that a million times. Don't mess with the old man. Ryan was well into his 40s at the time, I believe. Mariano Duncan, Red from the 90 World Series. Juan Gonzalez, rookie. It was a big deal back then. Juan Gonzalez, kind of a whatever happened to him guy. He had a heck of a long career, and he still stayed with the Rangers throughout most of it. Remember, that was a huge deal, getting the Juan Gonzalez rookies in the 90s. Paul O'Neill, part of that Reds club. Carlton Fisk, Hall of Famer, I believe. Yeah, Biggio. No, Biggio was a year before. There's a Bo. Yeah, anyway, Juan Gonzalez just did not hold up over time. I mean, I don't think he ever tested for TV or anything like that I was aware of. It's just not a name you hear about anymore. There's Ryan Sandberg. Another Wade Boggs. Mo Vaughn. Kind of like a precursor to Big Papi there. Big power hitter on the Red Sox. A lot of names that were hyped up back in the day, and then Mo Vaughn, another one like that. You just don't hear about him anymore. Let's move let's move Bo. Bo and Mo. We got Bo and Barry down there next to one another. Joe Carter hit that walk-off in the World Series. Blue Jays. Matt Williams. There's the Maddox. Put them on fun. I remember seeing Frank Tanana cards. And you just kind of see that much. You're like, oh, Frank Thomas. And you go, oh. Frank Tanana wasn't a good player in his own right. Lights Out Candlestick. Is that the Earthquake or was that? Yeah, it was the Earthquake. Earthquake that occurred during was it the playoff game? Or was it the World Series? It was a World Series. Yeah, World Series Game 3. It's Battle of the Bay, I believe. Giants and A's. The A's now moving to Vegas to rejoin the Raiders. There's Tom Browning, Mr. Perfect. Pitched a perfect game. Probably Probably my favorite Tom Browning story is the time he snuck out of Wrigley Field on a day he did not start, wearing his jacket, went across the street up into the seats behind Wrigley that are on top of some of the neighboring buildings, and just kind of hung out and talked to the Cubs fans there. And I think he got fined pretty well for it, but hey, there's the bow. All right, so we got the bow. And as I said, you know, just on the back, bow. in case you didn't know what was going on here, this is kind of a big deal. I'm pretty sure he did some other, you know, let's put bow down with bow. I'm pretty sure he did some other cards in the vein of, you know, showing off him being a multi-sport athlete. It's like there's a Deion Sanders card where he starts out as a baseball player, and mid-sprint he turns into, you know, football player. He goes from being on the Braves to the Hawks, I believe. It's an Upper Deck card. I've got it somewhere. And it's a pretty cool card, too. Bernie Williams. Not a bad rookie there. We've got two Bows down there. Bo knows. Bo's career ended very shortly before he could really get into his prime. Or was he at his prime, you know, when he got hurt against my Bengals in Cincinnati. Well, I mean, you know, I'm close enough to the Bengals, but I'm not a huge fan. I mean, I don't dislike the Bengals. My team is, of course, the Bills. I was pulling for the Bengals in the playoffs. Too bad they couldn't pull through. Chiefs once again move on. Hey, there's another Bo. Bo just jumping out all over the place here. This is basically an all Bo rip here. 3 cards of Bo Jackson there in this set. I think that's the extent of what we've gotten here, and I don't know if there's any more. But yeah, Bo, watched the 30-for-30 on him several months back. And he just, like, the worst possible way. Hey, there's Cal. Worst possible way, dislocated his hip. And as it happened, he knew what had happened. And rolled over, popped it back into place. I don't know if that made it worse any better. There's Sosa. Doesn't say rookie card on it. But I don't know that there were any cards prior to that. Yeah, Rangers, White Sox, it says. So Sosa, at very least, first scorecard. Bo popped his hip back into place. And again, I don't know if that made it better, worse, whatever. Just was never the same again in really either sport. Had to give up football first. Played baseball until '94 on the Angels. Of course, he had that long break while being on the DL inactive, what have you. Came back, very first hit on a new team with the White Sox after the Royals let him go. The Dave Justice rookie on the back. After the Royals let him go, and he hits a home run, which is amazing. Nolan Ryan, 1989 highlight. Yeah, that's pretty cool. There's Barry Larkin. Another part of that 90 Reds team. Dave Parker, I believe he would face them again in that series. And there's the David Justice rookie. Yeah, definitely will break this box up. But, yeah, definitely a shame Bo didn't make it any further. Recently went to a card show and had, you know, I read into it or understood the process of the way to go about getting autographs with people. Bo was there signing. It was in Columbus. But I biffed on that one and did not realize that I'd only paid for, you know, just entry. I did not pay for the autographs. There were some Reds players there as well. 2 of the big rookies, Elly De La Cruz, Matt McLain, Robin Yount, Hall of Famer. Got in line for Elly De La Cruz, only to find out, you know, that I had not indeed paid for the autograph. But Ellie seemed like a really nice guy. He was just there signing for the kids and, you know, making sure to talk to everybody. And real excited to have his talent down there in Cincinnati. Looking forward to his first Topps cards once 2024 rolls around. The Topps set, that is. It's already 2024 here. On Valentine's Day. Will we get a second bow in this? Of the giant bow. There's a Juan Gonzalez rookie again. And I heard some stories about Bo that apparently only signs certain things. Like, he apparently does not sign this card. There's also quite a few other things he won't sign. He won't sign a copy of Tecmo Super Bowl, where he was just basically, you know, immortal and could run forever. There's Tom Glavine. Been spoofed on Family Guy, where, you know, Bo runs all the way to the opposite end zone, or almost the opposite end zone. Doesn't run into the end zone. That would be a safety. Nearly the opposite end zone. Turns around and then goes back and finally scores the touchdown. But yeah, Bo won't sign that. There's the whole laundry list of other cards won't sign. Chris Sabo, he's a local hero around here. Born not too far from where I live. Hero of the 1990 World Series. 2 home run game, I believe. I can't remember if that was game 3, I want to say. Ozzie Smith. There's another Bo. Bo's popping out left and right. 1990 score went all in on Bo. We gave him 3 cards. And we're down to our last, what is it, 5 packs after this one? Can we get another Bo? Yeah, no need to go through another box of this when we already got the Bo. We'll save that for another time. Mark McGwire, another half of the Bash Brothers. Got some other junk wax. Wanting to get some 2023 Chrome as well, Topps. Excuse me. Plenty of junk wax. I'm excited about 86. There's Bonds. 86 Donruss. It's another one I've been wanting to do for a long time and just haven't really wanted to put the money into it. Finally, I sold it. Hey, there's Griffey Jr. second-year card. Finally put in the money to do it. Traded in a bunch of Super Nintendo games, local hobby store. I'm going to do that again here Saturday. And had some extra cash. There's Rob Dibble, one of the Nasty Boys. Part of the 90 World Series. Crucial bullpen. Norm Charlton, Randy Myers. Delano DeShields rookie cards, another guy I don't hear of much anymore. Back in the day, it was a pretty big deal. So yeah, excited that I've got 86 Donruss, got 88 Topps. Got some score sets I've never opened before. I think 94, 95. Ben McDonald. There's another Where Are They Now card. First round draft pick. I know there's an error card. There's George Brett. There's Steve Sachs from that Simpsons episode. That's how I'll always remember him. Steve Sachs and his run-in with the law. What was it? Ken Griffey's grotesquely swollen jaw. Talking Homer, Ozzy in the straw. There's Will Clark. There's Ozzy. Yep, there's Ozzy. Ozzy in the straw. He knew. He heard me. He was coming. There's Kirk Gibson, who hit the home run in the '88 World Series Game 1, the Gimpy home run. Hal Morris rookie. There's another red. I don't know if it was next year? Was it 90? That is 90 right there, but obviously that picture from 89, he might have already been part of that World Series team. I'm not sure. Definitely a great part of the early 90s Reds. There's Ryan Sandberg. I'll put him over here. So it looks like we're only going to get one of the bows. Billy Buckner played for the Royals. Did not know that. Dodgers, Cubs, Red Sox, Royals. He was all over the place. Joe Oliver, catcher on that 90 Reds team. So we get 4 bows, I believe. We got 2 of that one, and then the Dream Team card, and of course the bow card. So someday, not today, we'll open the other score box. See if we can get any more. All right, thanks for tuning in. Do appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. Be back next time. Maybe with football, not sure. Possibly baseball. We'll see. Have a good night, everybody.